Good day, salutations and greetings. Greetings and salutations. My name is Marge. I'm a hill empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Stanley's hanging out. Meow. One of my earth angels sent me these sheets. Had these sheets sent to me. They're nice. They're nice and soft. And they're so pretty. They remind me of Kermit the Frog. And they match Stanley's pretty eyes. Yes, they do. Show the people that it matches your pretty, pretty eyes, Stanley. Oh. Help it. Stanley, show him how it matches your eyes. He's like, nope. Nope, Stanley. Don't bother the chasey guy. Tucker's over there rest. Oh, dear. No. Don't go by Tucker. He wants to go in the sunshine. And Tucker's in the sunshine. We're over there either. Anyway, Tucker, you see? That's a chasey guy. He's the only one that chases the cat. And he's hurt. Stop. He's getting lots better. You're very grouchy, dude. Maybe I should turn on the fan. Let me turn on the fan. Stir up the energy. It's a little stale. Sun's out. Energy's high. It's potent. But it's at this, Marge. You're very welcome, Benzos. I got you, Benno. This is what I do all day. I'm constantly doing what I can to keep Mom and the critters comfortable. Sometimes we play Chase the Sun with the dog bed. Good boy, Tuck. Anyway, Tucker jumped off the couch 2 times. I put these dog beds that I have under the futon. So it's like a few inch, like 4-inch into cush. And so he did that 2 times. He did it the first time, about had a heart attack, and he walked over and got water for the first time since Wednesday. So he still can't go up. He's not going up. Like, he tried to go up the stairs and so no. So you want out, Stanley? Huh? Want out? It's a super pretty day, and it's not -7. It was -7 in Omaha this morning, and I'm like, that is exactly... If the winters were not so shitty there, it didn't last like 7 months and stuff, and it was like, it was every February, I just was so angry. I was so mad all the time, just because temperatures like that, I don't ever warm up. I am always cold someplace, and it's like, it's mean cold. It's brutal cold, and I can't hang, so it's been pretty nice. But I mean, it's not like, you know, I don't need to be out like sunbathing or anything like that. It ain't like that, but the sun, but see, I always go by energy anyway. That's why I figure out that's how the sun is a liar. Is because it's the it's the planets in the sky that creates the vavavoom, you know, where they sit in our channel in our charts. You know, it has more to do with Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, Mars, Venus than it has anything to do with what fucking the dumbass meteorologist says. So, what was I going to talk about? I had things I was going to... Thank you, DM, for the... I think you bought the garden wagon. People take care of me, man. I have a hard time with things, because all I've been trying to do is, you know, it's been a wild journey. Ain't that for certain? Ain't that for sure? It's been a wild ass journey. Are people freaking feeling it? Did they think that there was going to be some outside source, some outside grace that was going to come in and save them and something? Anybody get that idea this year? I didn't, because I listened to a lot of astrology, and they're saying, don't get on that freaking, you know, this is the time that people got to go within and find their own strength and their own peace, and determine that everything that you match out there is what's in here. See, I get things backwards. I'm a Heyoka. And then I'm like, I trust in God. Sometimes I don't trust in my own ability, because my ego, when I make decisions based on ego, it don't work out. It ain't ever work out. Now, if I make decisions that are based out of a heart space place of love, that is to benefit me and Stan Lee and Beanie and Tatak and Luna and Mama Sass. You know, everybody, you know. But those seem to line up. God's pretty good, you know. I always knew it, and I never really. Well, see, because I don't really talk about the thunder dream experience very often. I can tell you, as a result, that me and electricity, whoa. You know, and that's the thing, is I always thought that people were just dealt in frequency and emotions were frequency, you know, and people are like here, and here, and sometimes people are all over the place, and sometimes people are here and they can't get here unless they do weird, creepy things, and it just, everybody's different. Everybody's different based on their frame of reference, and their frame of reference ain't just this incarnate, it goes back, incarnates, you know, for all time, you know. Future included, because our past lives are sometimes future lives. Sometimes, you know, it's just how people act and where they are. You know, I don't think like in terms. Oh, remember 2020? No, remember that year that everybody fucking got scared and stuck their head up their ass, started wearing face diapers, and let a bunch of freaking pretentious rich people freaking rule where they go and what they do. Subduing and freaking, you know, joyful living, the pursuit of freaking happiness and liberty and all that, you know, empty promises. Oh, who's shot to? Who's zoomed to? Who's zoomed to? That was a song, Aretha Franklin. Who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? I'm doing my nerdy button up today. Last time I wore this, it was for DM. DM likes to pop his collar. I make fun of dudes that pop, because the guys, the kind of dudes that I grew up around that pop their collar, they're just the kind of guys you make fun of. Hope that's not you, DM. Probably. Nah, you got good taste in music. Anyway, I always look at everything, and that's the thing, is because me and electricity, energy, frequency, have always had that knowing about each other. It's like I get electrocuted in the, like, I'll walk by and like I'll just like touch the corner of a stove and arc. You know? So I don't really worry too much about technology. I think it's funny, when I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, they made fun of people with like tin hat that put aluminum foil, because they knew about frequency and like brain. I mean, it don't take much to tap into somebody's energy field. You're not supposed to do it without their permission. You can't. It's just rude. It's just wrong. It's evasive to just tap into. And to me, that could just be like, I wonder what they're doing right now, and getting in the space of where they are. That is a very evasive thing. And I've learned that there's consequences to doing things like that, you know. But oftentimes, some people want, you know, they think about, and it's just best to call the person or to get in touch and don't wonder. Just reach out to them directly and make that cheat connection. It's a lot easier that way. Ever do that when you call somebody and they're like, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you. Well, that's why I called. See, telepathy, telekinesis, all this stuff, you know, that they've demoned and criminalized people for saying that we were the ones with the problems, when the fact is that mental midgets, they lack creativity. And when they can't imagine how things are, it promotes and provokes fear in them. And then we got a world like we got now. A bunch of fearful people that can't imagine a better way of living. So they impose all these rules and regulations and do this for other people's safety. If I hear that one more time, I had strangers that I've never met, that I hope to meet one day. My earth angels is what I call them. Because I never had a support system. People said they were my support system, but they didn't really show up. No. Not like they touted and toted, you know? Wonder if that 11 traditions still exist. Or are they just going to put a freaking black line through it? So, anyway, what was I talking about? My soul, you know, because, and I always talk people out of their own behavior. You know, like thinking of all the reasons why making it okay that they never wanted to participate in my life the way I wanted to participate in theirs. So, what did I do? I stopped trying. And you know what happened? God let us in, you know, it made it easier. It made it easier. It made it easier. California didn't want us. Arizona didn't want us. We're kind of settling nice in New Mexico. You know? It's where alignment is. Our alignment is, you know. I remember the first time I got my big jolt. And it was an electric fence out on a ranch in Palisadro, Northern California. You know? It's how I learned to don't if you don't want the spark, don't complete the circuit. You know? I completed the circuit and that was like one of the first times I met one of my guides or earth angels or whatever, ones I couldn't see because I thought my brother kicked me, but it was a force out that nobody could see because the kids around, they didn't, you know, because it knocked me off the fence, and I turned and I kicked my brother, and he's like, what was that for? I'm like, you just kicked me. He's like, no, I didn't. Yeah, he ain't the real helpful type. He's the guy that is just like, he's the figure it out guy. That's why I've become painfully independent, because I haven't had people. And I look around and I see the world and how people, everyone's so soft they don't know how to do anything. I'm like, what are people going to do if they actually have to go get their own water and shit like that? What are they going to do? What are they going to do if, like, something did happen in the freaking power grid? I know where, see, that's the thing is, if people like me, I'm not going to say where it is. I probably have before, but I'm not saying it now without nutty people are, but I know where they control the freaking main grid in Central America. You know, and if people can pass that information on to me in casual ways, you know, because see, people like to gloat and people like to show you who they are and let you know, don't you know this is who I am. They like to do, so those that are of the ego variety that live externally, money, property, prestige, this is my job. I've been around all these kinds of people my whole life. And what I found is there's a lot of really seedy shit going on right now. But what would people really do? See, the thing of it is God's given me the ability. We get out of power. We go out of the power, you know, go get a generator. You know, I've been looking at generators pretty, you know. And I can get broke crap and fix it myself, because that's all we did in the Air Force is I freaking fixed generators and air carts and light-alls and freaking all kinds of support equipment that is used in situation where there is nothing else. See, my whole life I've been resurrecting and using things and repurposing things, because I see how much shit people waste. Because I'd rather use the stuff I got inside than freaking just, you know, people just, oh, this money thing is out of control. The bottom's about to fall out. This inflate, dude. Last time I went to the grocery store, it's been over a week. I went yesterday. I bought chicken. It was like $6.50 for some, like, because Mom and I'll make 2 meals out of it. $6.50. So, chicken at the store a week later, $9.50. $2. People that have not been working all year. And see, that's the thing. A lot of people got unemployment. I didn't get no unemployment. I don't get no unemployment. I don't get nothing. I don't even get my full benefits from the VA. Okay? And mom was freaking shit from freaking, Social Security, like less than $800 a month. It's like absurd what people and the people who designate that they get like $800 a month and stuff like that. They pay them. They're $200,000 a year now. It's fucking disgusting. This country got gross, and now there's going to be hell to pay. Nobody wants to see that, and I don't care if people are scared or not. People are fucking should be scared, dude. They've been freaking selfish bastards their whole life, and because more people have been like that, this is how the earth is now. I gotta open the window for. No, he's all right. So, I mean, I look at I'm so happy. I've been here, like 2 months. 2 months now. Tomorrow I'll be in there 2 months. Have not seen one fucking Tesla. Booyah, yes. It makes me sad. But it also makes me happy at the same time because I do well. because there is the potential to make heaven on earth right now. All people have to do is step from the shadow into the light. A lot of people don't want to do that because to do that, you got to deal with the wreckage of your past, and not just the shit that has happened to you. See, people black out. They freaking put memories away. That's how frequency works. You can do that. You can tune stuff out. You can ignore. You can, avoid, avert, do all. You can do all that. But truth has a frequency, and it's like a sliver, and it's gonna come pop back up, and you're gonna get a whiff of a flower on a nice spring day, and you're gonna remember how. Whatever it is whatever. Because it happened to me, and it was unexpected. And that's one of the reasons why I tell my story, because it doesn't, your past doesn't have to, you don't have to keep living it and putting yourself in that low vibrational frequency of feeling bad because all you felt bad is because all the bad stuff has always happened. See, I was that weird, dumb, it's going to happen for me. One day I'm going to meet the girl of my dreams. We're going to fall in love. We're going to get married. We're just going to hang out and freaking make good food and freaking, make art and just do all this, just like just bebop through the world. And, things changed. Priorities changed. When it was determined that I couldn't go to work anymore because mom's got about a 5-minute memory. And people don't realize. They have no idea. They don't think about things like that. Everything you do in life is in that 5 minutes. Most everything. She goes to the bathroom, because that's a physical thing. But like hunger, see, we've gone without so much. She won't tell herself that she's hungry. So like I'll make food and stuff like that. I'll put notes everywhere, and I'll come back, and if she doesn't remember to read the note, she's not gonna, it's just, and I can't leave food hanging around because of all the dogs and stuff, so it's just, So I became a work-from-home daughter, and that's when I started really getting into astrology, and if you look at some of my old videos from 3 years ago, I talk about a lot of the shit that's happening now, things don't have to go in a way. People have free will. They have free choice. But, but look at all the shit that's getting mainstream. All the stuff that's going mainstream. There's a story that I saw. I took a screenshot. I'm just like, people don't see? If people don't see this? I took a picture. Oh. Some guy... posted on Twitter. This is a quote. He said, "This will get much worse, pray." Quote, "Well, like I said, babies are some of my biggest turn-ons." Veristug allegedly wrote, "I have been wanting to see videos of guys hardcore raping baby when a baby screams. It's my favorite." And the thing of it is people are like, nobody would say that. Somebody would say that. And then people like me live and say, wait a minute. Want to hear my hip hop? 10 months old. I read the sheriff report when I was in the 12th, when I was 12 years old. I was in junior high. It's like 8th grade, 7th grade. I went in where all the important papers. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Because I snooped into everything. What's this? Penetration by an adult male. So, the thing of it is, my life has been denied greatly because other people can't accept the fact that that stuff doesn't happen. What they can't accept is, it's the people that they know and love that are doing it. Yep. And a lot of people know in their hearts of all hearts, when so-and-so gets drunk, they get kind of, this kind of nah. And they've said this and they've said that and that one time and weird and yeah? This earth ain't all love and light, and I'm really fucking sick of the fucking do-gooders that are all, it's all love and just denied. You're just as freaking guilty as the rest of them. You just denied too. We don't exist. But how are you going to help people heal that don't have the depth or the aptitude to freaking know where people are coming from? Because you went to the same schools your mom and dad did, and your grandma and your grandpa and your uncle, and then generation after you went to the same schools, you lived in the same towns, y'all got the same nepotism. And look what they did with society. They didn't do a very good job taking care of freaking the broken. So the broken had to learn to fix themselves. Thank God. Thank God. Who's in the talkie room? Hey, G-Dog, what's up? Hi, Pray Jean. It's 11:11. That's rad. 911, that's cool. Oh, no, I don't mind going out. Now that I know that Tucker can get off, I can go out now. I like going. I love going. Oh, let me go out. Thank you. No, I like, and it's so cool because the post office is like, I go through the back roads, mobbing in the minivan. Here's a funny thing, and that's why it's like, why are there rules and regulations when the common professionalism, the customer service industry is just, we might as well start calling it freaking, we're hostages to a need or a necessity, really, because, oh my God, it's like, I got the title to the van, it was a positive, it's so cool, it's a new world, because DMV's always sucked. But even over the phone, it's worked in my favor, so I can't say now it's not, they don't call it the DMV anymore. Now it's the MVD, motor vehicle. It's always the DMV to me. Anyway, so that was a positive experience, but I just talked to him like Wednesday, Thursday. I can't remember what day it was. Friday, maybe? And then I checked the mail on Saturday, and freaking, I already got my title. And, but I was looking at it, my name is not capitalized. It's all lower caps. My full name. Margaret A. Hessick. I'm like, really? It's like, shouldn't you capitalize names? It has the fancy little, title paper and all that shit. But, it's just funny. I'm like, the world just is all, and it's my fault. Why should I have an expectation of how things should or should not be? Because I think what pisses me off is because when I was, I always did everything in capital letters. I wrote in capital letters, but I would get in trouble. Until I was in high school, then they don't give a fuck. And then, it's just like, but then what it points out to me is the vibrational frequency is the control freak. That's why I don't think I ever want to write books, is because of the freaking grammar police and the red pens and the markers, because I suck at that. And I suck at that at the same time. I could do a run-on sentence like a motherfucker. And it's like, and the teachers would just really go out of their way to mark me. But really, by the rules, I was in the rules, you know. But there's always somebody that comes from a different set of rules, and that sometimes they might want you to go by theirs instead. So I know what my role is in the. I am to lead. I am not for the mainstream. I am for. That's the thing. That's like I see influencers, and then I want to talk to them, with them, to get to know them. They don't want to talk back with me. They don't, you know. And so, but I know that they peek in. I know some people. I'm pretty sure Adrian Elise has probably seen at least one of my videos. Or I invited Ross Elisa for healing the other day because I'm like, yeah, I really like this guy. You know, I like his point of view, his perspective, because there's all these spiritualists. They're still promoting the freaking the whole. They're car dealers spiritualists. You know. But the thing of it is, with energy, it doesn't lie. So people are really stepping in to their. Yeah, dude, that's bullshit. Yeah, whatever. Because I'm just so short and I'm so curt to just nonsense. I just am not. But just like people, just like of sustenance and just down to earth and just real and true. They make my freaking DNA activate. Yeah, they really do. They do. And they're few and far between because most people, you know, like they don't ever go anywhere. I think when I meet people around here, so you lived here your whole life? You lived here your whole life? A lot of people have lived here their whole life. A lot of people just move back or like move, you know, back after years and years. You know, everybody has a different story. You know, and that's what the important part of the story of how it needs to unfold next, the way I see it, is people just need to make their local communities rad. They just live locally, you know, and if everybody lives locally, you know, go within, meditate, stay. If everybody meditate, everybody try to meditate, everybody just. But not everybody wants to because there's a lot of the ego. You know, there's a lot of people that are wanting to live this incarnation is evil, freaking wicked. That whole storyline with Keegan did a movie with a video yesterday with that. I never heard of that Army Hammer dude in my life. I mean, all these people. It's because they're related to somebody. He was the grandson of Arm & Hammer. You know, and then they're freaking rich and entitled, and then, you know, think they can eat people and don't realize they can't because they were never told no, and like it all violent and weird and twisted and gross and dark because it summons the evil demons. But go team, you know, because it's all, I mean, dude, it's so funny how the circles that I run in, Jesse Zaboter, you know, all these like, you know, this satanic ritual shit, you know, and the media tries to make that a story. The people that believe in that, because of deterrence. It's with the red herring, which one of the fallacies, I don't know them off the top of my head, I ain't gonna act like I do. I did screenshot save them though. But, I better know. But, it's bullshit. It's all smoke and mirrors because my hip pops, you know. That's how I know. That's how I know that systems don't work and they aren't designed to because my hip hops and there's so many other people in the world, boys, girls, I bet they're hip hops too, you know, and it's you know, people have to deal with this. That's the shit that people have to deal with, you know. And why the people in DC is, oh, I never heard of that army, but I mean, it's just, and then I don't know why on my autoplay a Tom Hanks video about his daughter Sophie that they did in like it was like this, he's a fucking creep, dude. That guy is he grosses me out. I can't, I'm like, I had to remove it from my watch history. Hi, Benno. Good boy, Benny. You want to go see Retta? You want to go do a walkthrough? Come on. Bad rap Benny, Marge. It is got a bad rap Benny. Go ahead, bud. You go see Retta. Good boy. Good boy. He gets too hot. He likes to lay in the sun, but he gets too hot. Good boy, Benny. You come back soon, Benny. I love you, Benny. Anyway, so here's another level, another tier on the onion of the Great Awakening. It's peeling back another layer. People got to look at it. People got to see it. People got to remember, oh, okay, once you heal it, dude, it ain't that bad. You don't got to live there. You don't got to stay there. You just got to freaking, people, oh, I can help people with their anger issues too. And I wish they'd call it something else. What are we going to call it? I call them flashes of passion. Passion flashes. Just popped into my head. I am actually, see, and I'm feeling blessed, and I always don't like to feel too blessed, because I will never forget how I felt in Arizona. And how freaking uncomfortable my organs are still unwinding from that. You're feeling blessed too. Oh, that's what I was talking about. The gematria affects sports because his other channel got friggin'. I'll send you a link. He deciphers the whole. I mean, it's you guys. You got nothing to prove. Come on, you got nothing to prove. Okay, Benny gonna lay in the sunlight. Good boy, Benny. He got a drink. He hit the hydration station. And it's only like a 6-minute video, or it's not very long. But he shows. I mean, dude, he literally people. He was literally a fallen angel, And in other videos, Zach shows. He catches a screen grab of where they flat. You know how I don't know if you've been to a lot of concerts. I've been to a lot of concerts. One of the ones that it was like visually it was cool, but it was one of the creepiest ones I went to because I don't like the freaking lead singer, but I was going because my friends went. It was Tool. I ain't never been a fan, and I think that freaking lead singer is like a white man's R. Kelly. Anyway, but they were flashing stuff like years ago. In concerts that he did, and it was like it literally flashed up Satan, and it's just like, and how hands-on he is because evidently he spent $7 million of his own money, it's all bullshit. It's all nobody pays for anything because money isn't freaking real. It's just you have these people that are in these bloodlines and that have happened to sold their soul or whatnot. And then so they're given freaking gifts to serve the Lucy Fairy Tale Theater. I didn't think it was as real as it was either, but holy hell. But then I've always had really crazy experiences. Like when I was in the dorms at Offutt, and I was in my drinking days, I was drinking. And I freaking had an experience, where I encountered a demon in my ether state. And then it grabbed my arm, and I freaking grabbed its arm, and I pulled it off, and I woke up, and I had its print, its bruise on my hand. It looked like somebody grabbed me. I like to drink by myself, so I wasn't out and about. I mean, every now and again, I'd like to go out and freaking, see what there is to see, mix it up, stir it up. But then, I'm the person that authorities hate. I'm an authority magnet. They fucking hate me because I know that they're they're just dicks. They're just gonna fuck with me. Because it's been like that 46 years. I've told a lot of stories in my videos about it. Let's see. You're listening at work, viewed as Q. You are working all the time. That's good for you, viewed as Q. See, I've been in such a freaking low vibe. I just have been trying to freaking get by. Help me, God! Help me, God! Help me, God! Like white knuckling it. Help me, God! And then so you get past that, and then you get the. But with I'm always kind of okay, Hey, don't chase the cat. Let him be too, dude. You just want to go sit on a chair and you're to chase a guy. He's starting to feel better. It's really great. With Hollywood person. I want, there's still, I don't think there's not like a lot of shows, but I just watch the shows to study how like freaking weird people are, or even weird, like the actors that voluntarily, I was a weird kid. I never thought actors and actresses, I always thought it was weird that they were kissing each other, acting like doing this, but they were married to people at home. That's cheating to me. Sean, if we ever talk, I've told bits and pieces. I got bit by a dog in Arizona. I mean, I got, like, you can see, and the people sucked in Arizona. We were there, I'll just say this, we were there about 8 days before both of us determined that it wasn't going to work out. And then said parties oftentimes tried to make it as uncomfortable as possible. And I just got her bless and release, his mom says. And then when the mover, I left before my stuff left. And so when the movers got here, I gave them money for like 2 mattresses and 1 came. And it was just, but that's just how people are. When they're, it's just how people are. But karma, man. Karma's a bitch. I haven't, said it, like, my video about Heyoka, if you go to, the Peace Dealer, he did my birth chart reading. It talks about how, he's like, yeah, you got karma in this life, but this karma in life isn't really about you. This karma in this life isn't really about you. Yeah, you got your karma in life. The reality of it is, this karma in this lifetime is about other people and what they get from how they treat you. It made me cry because I always thought it was just me. And then I see story after story after story after story. It's not us, it's them. It's to make fun of people in the 70s, 80s with the tinfoil hat. People wear a tinfoil hat, right? Tinfoil hat, the waves, brainwaves, woo, people make fun of them. Now, on YouTube, they have commercials for stocking hats that block out 4V and 5V, or 5D, or 5, whatever dude, that's the thing, is they don't even know what they're doing. Internets, it's all crap. It's like they dial stuff up and dial stuff down. They allow, it's allowed, you need this much. They always demand more from people. Like, they want more money, but they dial down. I've been in IT. I know how it works. I know about permissions, and people don't think that people... Dude, all you gotta be is placed in a policy group, and you could never see the frickin' light of the interweb ever again. It takes that much. People that have money, they do what they want. And you can see that because they're all driving the big and living in the big fancy houses and driving the cars and have all the vacation houses and all that shit. At the same time, look at the infrastructure. I guess there's a 4.0 Mary Seether reported earthquake in Arizona today, and my energy field felt it. I didn't sleep last night worth of shit. I haven't been sleeping, but it's just whatever. It makes the good night's sleep really good. So I woke up, grabbed my phone, and it said 2:20. And Mary Seeley said the earthquake happened at 2:21, New Mexico time. whatever, what mountain, whatever we are. I don't even know. What do I care? I don't even. Anyway, so the outside cats, I left the porch light on because somebody stole the trailer. So I thought maybe that would help the tour. Probably not, but anyway. But the outside cats were like howling and I know how animals are sensitive and they can feel kinetic energy too. And they'd never. I've been here 2 months. They didn't been like that. So I knew, and I, to the point that I got up, went to the front door, opened it. Get out of here, stupid cats! To try and get them to disperse. And then I freaking turned off the light because I'm like, it's not keeping the stuff away. So whatever. And then when I woke up and I heard that, I was like, huh. It was pretty wild. Love the one. Oh, the dogs were... Not being with the dogs was the worst. Oh. Yeah, right. Gotta pay the bills, my videos don't. That's the thing. You know what, though? Viewed as Q, I won't... Even if I get to 1,000, which I just dipped back below 900 again for like the 4th time. I just think it's funny. Because I'm like, dude, people don't like me because they see and shit in me that they hate about themselves. Like, and it's just like, if they rectify all the stuff that they don't, their character defects in themselves, then maybe they would listen to the words that I'm saying instead of freaking, sitting on their fence, the fence of their offense. I'm offended. I choose to be offended. I'm trying to remember the last time I was offended. I think I was 10 months old. Anyway, I think I've yammered on long enough. I was feeling pretty good today. Now Tucker's all settled in. Maybe I can run down to the post office quick. Tuesday. I don't know. Well, I guess Arizona's right there. I don't know. That mail was pretty quick, though. I'll go out again at the end of the week. I'll probably run down to the tack shop. There's this little girl. Or there's this... let me start that over. There is... Let's see. I follow those, local market, marketplace, around where I live, because if I need something, I throw it out to the universe, and usually between Craigslist and there, I can find it, And on one of those ads, I saw an uncle, a young kid, who has a niece who wants to play guitar, but hers, I think she has one, but it's crappy and stuff like that. So that's what I like to do with the people, the Earth Angels that contribute to the tube. I like to keep 49% for me and Mom, and then 51% I'll do. So I think what I want to find the young girl a guitar, and then give it to the uncle so he can give it to her. I think that's what I'm going to work on. Go ahead, Benny. Oh, that rat Benny. They just come here, Benny. Benny, come here and say hi. Come here and say hi, Benny. So, Margie, Benny has not been to baby because you've been baby Tucker because baby hurted Tucker back. And then Benny feel jealous in the bits, Margie, and it doesn't get all the attention that Benny used to. Ugh. Benny's my best friend, and Benny, Tutty, Andy. He's a good boy. He got abandoned. He's like 10, 11 months old. Somebody just dumped him off at a farmhouse in Trainer, Iowa. Yep. He has food issues. Yeah. So they punctually eat around the same time every day. Because they're not in the wild. They're not in the wild, so they don't have to adapt and sometimes skip meals and that stupid shit that people do. Huh. 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 Yeesh. Anyway. We'll be back.